All right. I don't know if it's up. Surely, maybe it might be up. It might be up. It might be up. I think the audio is working. Let me just see real quick. Okay. Yes, it is picking up there. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. It's officially time. It is time for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Um, I'm actually recording this in my dorm. That said, I should mention, so I'm not no longer in like the lounge area, so I should sound a lot better because I don't have to like do this dumb hushed voice. That said, that could change. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. So I was just checking my audio on my phone. Um, Yeah, that could change because my roommate, I didn't actually expect him to not be in the dorm at this time, but he left like an hour ago. So I might like midstream. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back and I end up just walking to the lounge, which is already like 10 seconds away from me. Um and I did say last time that I didn't want to start stream early, but I have a lot of predictions, a lot of thoughts. Um, um, yeah, I'm gonna pull up my bingo card, which I messed up. I don't even have downloaded because it was just like I messed up the randomizer because I had like a free space and it was like people complain was the free space, but for some reason the free space was like not in the center, which kind of trivializes the entire bingo card. So I just didn't care. Um, uh, I guess like other things I should say. I'm more so streaming this for me, just in case there is something really cool, just so I have that reaction. Because my guilty pleasure content is reaction content. I love reaction content in terms of like just watching people be excited. Other people's happiness makes me happy. I know people say it's like bad content, and it is. It is objectively. Um, so let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Um. Hmm. I'm trying to pull up my predictions list just so I could like read it out loud to kill the time because the direct is still in like 17 minutes. Um, I posted it somewhere. I messed up the order, so I might as well just like read it out instead of like actually having a bingo card in the corner because I kind of don't want to see it in the corner. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Should I put it in a different channel? I think I did. Uh, it's gonna. Okay, never mind. So I'm gonna read it in order because I messed up the randomizer. Here are my pseudo predictions, not really, because there are legitimately parentheses cope in like five of them. Um, so the first one, which of course the randomizer put this first, people complain, which is originally meant to be the free space. I guess so. Um, but my other first prediction, and I'm kind of hoping this one isn't true. The next 3D Mario is yet again a sandbox slash open world. I do not think platformers work exceptionally well as open worlds, if I'm being honest. I just don't think it. I don't think like I feel like open worlds you always have to dumb down, not dumb down, like have the actual movement around the world so much simpler than you would if it was like a linear game. And that's my main problem with Mario Odyssey and why I don't like Mario Odyssey and even as much as like virtually any other 3D Mario I have played. Because the only one I haven't played is Sunshine. Like I guess like The last time I played 64, I can't remember. I don't know. Um, New Donkey Kong. I don't think a new Donkey Kong's happening. It'd be very cool if a new Donkey Kong happened. It won't happen because Nintendo has like the most love-hate relationship with that game ever conceivable. Um, my fourth prediction is the C button is cursor mode. Um, Obviously there's like a trillion leaks with this system, and one of the things that was like leaked 10 million times was that the Switch 2 does have mouse controls inbuilt in the controller, which is really it's a neat idea. Honestly, kind of surprised no other Xbox or PlayStation hasn't done that because mouse controls just simply make a lot of games possible. Like a lot of people were saying that mouse controls are kind of gimmicky on a console, but like I think of the genres that can use mouse controls, and I'm thinking like first-person shooters, even third-person shooters, MOBAs, RTS games, creator games like Mario Maker. It's like that's not a small amount of games, man. Especially if like Nintendo does actually want to double down on third parties, then I think having a mouse is actually really neat. Um, and and that's what I think the C button is. I think it's literally just it turns on the mouse functionality. I know a lot of people think it's a social element. I think that'd be kind of weird because I don't think that's really original, and I don't think it's worth that much advertising that Nintendo's been doing. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. Nintendo is really weird with advertising in general, so I don't know if they're new. Fifth prediction: no Pokemon. I don't think there's gonna be any Pokemon. Which might sound surprising to a lot of people, but like I don't know. Pokemon likes doing their own thing. Even if this is gonna probably be the biggest like video game presentation in a long ass time, I don't even think Pokemon's even gonna bother still. My sixth prediction was no Kirby. Sad in capital letters. Um, I don't think there's gonna be a Kirby game. I think Planet Robot has. I don't think it makes sense to reveal a Planet Robot remake, even though I think it's probably one of the best Kirby games ever. But like ultimately, I just don't. I feel like Planet Robot has to be a Switch 1 game. I just can't conceivably think of it as anything else. I don't know. I say no new Zelda. I had to have new in there because there's actually a pretty solid chance we get like a remake of Ocarina of Time. Okay, I wouldn't say a good chance, but I think it's a possibility. Or like enhanced ports of Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. I think that's pretty likely. No new Zelda though. I feel like that's a given. I don't think the new Zelda game is coming out for like another 2 years, 3 years minimum. Those games take a long time to make. Eighth prediction: Silk Song, and the parentheses is LMAO. I don't think Silk Song's happening. It'd be very cool if it was here. I did play Hollow Knight for the first time at the very end of last year. It is already one of my favorite games of all time. I still have to 100, like, I'm at 100%, but I have to beyond 100% still. That game's fantastic. I don't have much to say. Hollow Knight was really good. New IP, which actually looks cool. And the reason why I say it actually looks cool is that if it looks like an ARMS, then I don't care. I'm sorry to say. I don't. ARMS is cool conceptually. I think it looks cool visually. But the thing that struck me about ARMS was that the gameplay was not good. Like, ARMS did everything right except gameplay, which is like the worst problem to have. Because then you're not going to play the game. I say 10th prediction, barely any specs talk. I need to hurry up, actually. This is taking a while. Barely any specs talk. I don't think they're going to talk specs very much. They're going to say, like, maybe the words like 4K or like 60 frames per second, but I don't think they're going to say, oh, this is the chip we're using from NVIDIA or something like that. I think that's kind of stupid. Or not, it's not stupid. It's just like, I don't think Nintendo would do that ever. Smash 6, and this one is also parentheses, LMAO. Sakurai has been working on this game for the past 3 years. Smash 6 is by far the thing I would be the most hype if it was shown. I don't think it's going to be shown. I will say, I do not think there's an Ultimate Deluxe. I don't think that exists. Which I think is a hot take. People are really split on like if it's Smash 6 or Deluxe. But my thing with like an Ultimate Deluxe is that it's a backwards compatible system. So it's like if it's a deluxe, then there's not gonna be that many double dippers, honestly, if I'm being honest. So I just don't believe in Ultimate Deluxe ever. I think it's gonna be a brand new game if there is a Smash game, like ever. I'm not, and obviously, if we're talking about just this presentation, I think Smash is like a 20% chance of showing. It's not impossible. Like it has been 6 years since the last Smash game. Jeez, okay. Like that's actually kind of a long time for Smash games, like 6 years. But I don't think it's happening. Elden Ring. This is the only third party thing I'm predicting because Elden Ring just makes sense as like a console showcase, a specs showcase. I almost put Red Dead Redemption 2. There's probably gonna be some pretty big third party games here. Um, though I actually wouldn't be surprised if there's no third party games like at all at the same time because I'm not sure how much they want to focus on like their first party lineup. Um, Another prediction is another a sports game slash motion game. Um, the Switch 2 right now, I feel like is being targeted for like hardcore gamers, and that's kind of what like Nintendo's show with that. But like, I don't know. I think there's going to be a sports or motion game. I think it makes too much sense because they sell really well. Um, 2D Metroid. I don't know why there's not an LMAO beneath 2D Metroid. I don't think 2D Metroid's happening. Metroid Dread did so decently, and it was a fantastic game. But like, I don't think it's coming out for another hot damn while. I think like a new 2D Metroid's coming out, and like, it will come out soonish, I guess. But I don't think it's going to come out this direct or be here in this direct. I'd say we see a 2D Metroid in like a year or two. Star Fox Revival. Why is there not an LMAO below this one? This one's ridiculous. Why am I putting Star Fox Revival in here at all? I've never played a Star Fox. I think it would be cool if the series got something more. That's not happening. Luigi's Mansion 4. I actually don't think Luigi Mansion 4 is that unlikely. And one thing I'm thinking about is that there might be too much Mario in this direct. I think there's going to be the Mario Kart and the 3D Mario, and I generally cannot think of something else. I think Luigi's Mansion 4, I think would push it over to just like, there's a lot of Mario. And really, like, playstyle wise, they're not even the same genre of game. And Luigi's Mansion 3 was very well received. I know people argue if 1 or 3 is better. I hear 3 has a lot more content and ultimately does do a lot of things way better. But also, I hear 1 still has by far the best atmosphere and ultimately is a more condensed game, which a lot of people prefer. I don't know. I think Luigi's Mansion 4 would be cool. A $400 price tag. If it's over $400, I'm not getting. I might get it still because the thing is that I sold my 3DS for $300 specifically to get a Switch 2. So I'm getting a Switch 2 probably this year. If it's $400, then yeah, I am because that's what I've been anticipating. $400 makes too much sense to me. If it's over $400, I don't know, I'm blaming the president. New Animal Crossing. I think Animal Crossing is very likely, honestly. It's been 5 years since New Horizons. And I feel like they see how much New Horizons sold. Honestly, whenever I look up the sales numbers of Animal Crossing, I'm always surprised. That sold a lot of money. That sold a lot. Like, Jesus. Switch 1 games upgrades included with NSO. So there will be Switch 1 upgrades for the Switch 2 console. I said that way wrong. And it will be included in like the expansion pack. So you don't have to buy it separately. But otherwise you're gonna have to buy the upgrade separately for like $10. Which is lame. I think that's lame. But ultimately it is extra dev time. I still think it's lame. Mario Kart is a bit underwhelming. I don't know what is about it. I think Mario Kart 8 is fantastic. It is by far the best Mario Kart. I simply say Mario Kart is going to be underwhelming because I'm a hater. Kid Icarus Uprising. This one has an LMAO below it, but honestly, I don't even think that's that terribly unlikely. I think Nintendo knows that people do want Kid Icarus Uprising to be ported. I don't even think people want a new game. I think people just want to play Kid Icarus that doesn't break your fingers. And mouse controls. I could see Kid Icarus working with mouse controls. Third-party support is great. I literally just said this stream that I wouldn't be surprised if third-party support's bad. But I think, honestly, in actuality, it's going to be really good. Obligatory history rundown of Nintendo. This is like the only meta prediction in this entire 25 list. Like, yes, we're probably going to get a history rundown of Nintendo. That's kind of what they do. New Fire Emblem. I have zero thoughts on Fire Emblem as a franchise, but I feel like Engage released in like early 2023, but I'm pretty sure Engage was actually like finished development like a year prior. And I think like 3 years, because I don't think Intelligent Studios does any other franchise, or at least any big franchise. I don't think they're working on a Paper Mario. So I think Fire Emblem's pretty likely. And Splatoon 4, I don't think Splatoon 4 is going to happen. I'm putting it here because it is a big franchise of theirs. Yeah, and those are my 25 predictions. Again, I messed up the bingo card, so I'm not going to post it. Those are just my 25 slots of the bingo card. And it's starting in 4 minutes. I guess I should just wrap up by saying things I actually just straight up really think they should have to do. I do think it has to be below $450. If it is $500, I think that's a catastrophic failure. Even with like tariffs and stuff, I don't think $500 is justifiable because that's the same price as the PS5. Yes, it's a handheld. But that's still way more than like the Steam Deck. And really, like the Steam Deck's not a competitor. Like I'm always surprised by how much people talk about the Steam Deck, and I look up the sales numbers of the Steam Deck, and I'm like, I thought it would sell more, honestly, with how much people talk about it. I'm not saying the Steam Deck's bad, but like I don't think it's an actual competitor. But I would say a $500 price tag would look bad. So I'm really hoping it's $400. $400, but $450, I would groan at it. But I'm like $450, fine. You probably only did that because of politics. It'd be lame, but oh well, $450. I can swallow that. Again, I already have $300 from selling my 3DS, so I'm kind of like, I'm not super strict on the pricing here. Just please be 400. Let's see. They're not going to say in this direct, but please have consistent frame rates for your consoles. I'm tired of this Xbox 360 specs. Like, it is a portable 360, but that is still terrible in like modern day gaming. Obviously leaks have happened. It is rumored to be around as powerful as the PS4-ish Pro, which is pretty damn powerful for a handheld, especially at the price point. There's more powerful handhelds, obviously, but the battery is either garbage or it's like extremely expensive. But like the Nintendo Switch 2 is not going to be, even at its highest price, it's not going to be as expensive as those other alternatives. So yeah, I am hoping for PS4 Pro power. I think what we're actually going to get is slightly, very slightly above base PS4 power, which honestly is, I still think it's fine because games are still releasing for the PS4. So like, yes, Nintendo's a generation behind, but honestly, developers are still a generation behind. So I actually don't think it's that big of an issue. I really hope the new 3D Mario is not Mario Odyssey 2. I'm a big hater on Odyssey in like a funny way. I don't actually hate the game. I actually really like the game. It's just that I'm sick. I'm sick of hearing it. I feel like with 8 years of development time, you have to have an original game. The direct should be starting in 30 seconds. All right. Any last thoughts? Crap. Well, let's see how this goes. I'm pretty hopeful. This is going to be a fire direct. I'm not going to be reacting to the treehouse stuff, by the way. That is way too much time. The treehouse stuff is literally like 7 hours in length. And I don't have that time, especially in like college. Like, come on. Today's a really busy day. I'm going to like a Smash tournament Because I'm like on the esports team of my college, so I have to do that later. I have like an exam today too. So I'm like cramming today. All right, you know what? Let's just see how they cook. Let's see what they cook. I think it's gonna be a good direct. It's gonna be better than last one. Last direct wasn't very good, but that's because it was the Switch 1 direct right before Switch 2. Let's see how this goes. Shapes. There are shapes. Okay. They've gotten production value for this, haven't they? How many viewers does this direct have? Let me check. 870k. That's right or not? Alright, we're already starting with Mario Kart 9. Wow, clouds. So I'm just curious what the gimmick of this Mario Kart is, because Mario Kart 8 is so good. I'll say this one looks way better visually. And Mario Kart 8 is already a fantastic looking game for how old it is. Yeah, that's 24 racers, alright. 24 player races, I'm worried. These are like... Honestly, this as much as I think this is going to be really fun. I don't have much to say. Ooh. Rails! That's cool. Wall jumping. Wait, you added the Moo Moo Meadows cow. Ooh, the Mega Mushroom's back. Hammers as an item. Okay, I don't even know what's happening anymore. They switched alternates? Are these like special power-ups for every character? Or are they just switching outfits? A lot just happened. I could not process that in time. Oh, I should have predicted it wouldn't be numbered. Oh, I completely forgot to predict that. I'm an idiot.
Hello, everyone.
I was thinking it wouldn't be called Mario Kart 9.
And I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct.
Alright.
I'm the producer.
I mean, that looks great. I don't have much to say. But a lot just happened. I had no idea what I'd looked at.
Director for Nintendo Switch 2. And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
God, the animation quality is so much better. And Mario Kart 8 is already a really good looking game for a 2013 game.
Exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe. Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
These costumes are really good. I like these.
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere in this world.
It is actually an open world Mario Kart. I'm so curious how this is going to work.
Race through 4 courses in a bid for first place.
How the hell does an open world Mario Kart work? How what? I'm confused. Wait, was the duck from Sunshine a playable character? I saw that.
The competition is gearing up.
Wait, there's the Delfino Islander guy as a racer too. I can't believe they made the cow a raceable character.
One corner of the world to another.
Mega Mushroom's back.
There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated.
Oh, so it's like
You
elimination.
make it all the way to the finish line?
So what is free
You can
roam?
Really drive around this vast world in free roam.
Okay, I'm confused still.
By going off
How does an
road,
open
you
world
can
work?
explore
How
new
does this work?
areas and routes. So drive wherever your heart takes you. You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together.
This
at
looks really
different
cool.
locations.
This game looks great. This is making me... You know, I'm excited again. I'm excited for Mario Kart World.
The entire world
This looks great.
starts here. Mario Kart World. The game launches
Launch
on the
title.
same day
There we go.
on Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, the
More
penguin
details
was
about
playable.
this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario
Wow.
Kart World Direct.
Okay, this game is... Okay, the console is releasing June.
In the future.
This game's releasing on June, 100%. That is way too soon
Mario
if the
Kart
game wasn't
World
launching soon.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Launch title.
We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
This console is definitely
We'd like
coming
to
out in
introduce
June.
Some of the new features of Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright.
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
That is indeed a Joy-Con. Surely this one won't drift.
Joy-Con 2. We've added a new C button.
Okay. I've seen this thing 9 months ago, which is the
Take a
funny
look at
part.
some new experiences it offers.
That's the Switch 2 animation. Alone. Yeah, I'm usually alone.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
Together? No, I'm never together.
That was you. So quick.
Okay, so it's just native voice chat. Alright. I predicted it was a cursor. Darn it. No, native voice chat's cool.
Introducing Game Chat,
Admittedly,
a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
you know Nintendo is gassing this up because this is a family-friendly console,
With
so
the
it's a lot
Switch,
harder to do
you'll
it
be able to
than like
communicate with
PlayStation.
friends and family while playing a game.
Oh my god, wait. Am I gonna be able to shit talk people on Mario Kart Live? That'd be so funny. I want to shit talk people so
While
bad.
using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay.
Okay.
It can pick up your speaking
There's
voice
an actual
clearly,
microphone.
even from a distance.
Okay. Maybe
Alright, let's keep going.
maybe the online is actually gonna be good this
When it's
this
noisy
console.
around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature in
s-
handheld mode too, letting you easily
It
chat
is very
with
far from the
friends
mic. There's no way that works well. Ooh, screen sharing. That's actually cool.
Turn on game screen sharing.
Good job, good job. There we go, there we go.
You can also
Oh, you see the frame rate down there? Admittedly, it's screen sharing.
Go on top of a dinosaur.
I'm a hater.
You can do it. You guys, I just did it. I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot. Oh. Ooh.
That is just the Discord UI actually.
I got it. I got it.
It is Switch 2 Discord.
Okay.
Which honestly, okay. It's just more convenient.
Chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Oh, playing different games. That's actually cool. Someone's playing Forgotten Land though. That guy's awesome.
I'm like in the sky right here. I'm like, I fell. I'm falling. I'm falling. I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe. We're safe.
My ass is not gonna be playing
That's so
the games
So cute.
that my friends are playing. I'm gonna be playing
Adjust the
Kirby.
size of your game screen.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
Okay, one thing I will say, I guess Switch 1 probably couldn't have handled this because this is like
Or expand
multiple
the
videos at the same time.
You gotta get above.
I'm still so curious how Mario Kart's gonna work. That Mario Kart presentation, honestly, that wasn't underwhelming. That was cool.
Past the wall.
this is where I have to do.
I'm still confused at how Mario Kart works. I guess I'll figure out in 2 weeks with the Direct,
So everyone can
which I'm not gonna react to. I think.
I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait, wait, wait.
There's a Pro Controller.
Okay, I think.
Was that a new Pro Controller question mark?
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
Smart.
Hmm.
Hey. Oh, yo, that's sick.
I like your pose, Meeks.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, You can pull up a chat menu.
So it is just social features. People, I feel like this is what most people predicted. I did not, because I'm a, like, I did not.
You can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Oh, why is there a camera? Why though?
Hey!
Why though? Please don't be included. That's just gonna mark up the price. I think it's cool.
Hi, how's
Please
everyone
don't.
doing?
Please don't come with the console.
You can appear on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Oh my god, imagine, again, 10-year-old kid coming up with the camera. 10-year-old kid coming in the camera and you're just shit-talking them in Mario Kart. That's hilarious.
Can you wait for me?
I hope this isn't exclusive with friends. It's 100% exclusive with friends though.
Oh, okay. No, wait. Go left. Okay.
Do you think anyone's actually gonna use the camera? I don't think so.
Even when you're apart, you can play games and hang out as if you were together in the same room. Play together, or
This is an hour-long direct, by the way.
Chat while playing your personal favorites. Decide your own rules for a retro game.
Oh my gosh, wait. My Mac battery's actually way lower than I thought it was.
Between families. All
Oh,
together,
oops.
anytime, anywhere.
Hopefully I didn't show any bad info. I don't think I showed any info.
What did you think?
Plus, I'm a small YouTube channel. Who cares?
Our
Nobody's
goal
gonna
is
use
for you
that.
to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Duh. Okay, so it's a separate purchase. Whew.
A Nintendo
Good.
Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
I will say adding a button
However,
which doesn't
since
work
we'd like
without a
as many
subscription
people
is
as
very
possible
weird.
to experience Game Chat,
That's
it
the
will be
one
available
part where I'm
for
kind of
a
peeved.
membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it out.
Okay, so it's free for the first year.
Game Chat supports
Sure.
the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental
Oh,
permissions
here comes the
only
part they have to
apply
include
to
legally.
to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
There we go. Alright.
We'd like to introduce another new experience you can share with family and friends.
What?
On Nintendo Switch, even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together.
Correct.
But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share.
Okay.
As shown here, even games that require
Neat.
multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with
Wait,
others
this is actually a bigger deal than I thought. Because that means only one person needs to buy
Game
Mario
Share
Kart.
also supports
Well,
online play with other Switch 2 systems. And
wait, you can share games online? Okay, I was about to say it, and I was like,
Game Share can only be used
I was actually about to say it, so that doesn't actually change much if it's only in person. Steam's Game Share? Yeah, a lot like that.
on Nintendo Switch.
I wonder if it's like the Splitgate thing, where only like one person buys the game, and then they get like the game also.
Exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
I'm actually surprised it took this long to show the system itself. It is a bigger screen.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Yeah, you actually click the controllers on. Wait, 120 FPS?
120 frames per second.
Wait a minute.
Smoother gameplay and
120 FPS is actually crazy. I did not expect that. 120 FPS? Alright. Alright.
The LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more
That's like
contrast
one thing I
and
thought they were not
lighting
gonna have.
areas of the
120
image.
FPS. Because it's just like not a Nintendo thing to do. I thought they were only gonna target 60 FPS.
Controllers connect magnetically.
Yep,
Strong
magnetic
magnets keep the
controllers.
firmly attached
Yeah,
to
it
the
clicks
system.
on. This was leaked a while ago.
Easily by pressing the release button on the back.
It's cooler though. I think it's cool. Lighting on fire.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort.
Oh
and
jeez.
control when
I
playing
hope
with the
the console
Joy-Con 2
is
held
prepared for
horizontal.
prepared power wise.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
Mouse controls. Okay, this was leaked, but
Each
this is
Joy-Con
very
2
neat.
controller can be used as a mouse to play
Like my thing is like
multiple games.
this can be used for like shooting games,
Right Joy-Con 2 support
MOBAs,
mouse controls.
and like what else? I can't think
By
of any
adjusting
other
the audio
mouse
balance
controls.
between the ranges,
games.
Sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
Okay,
It has a
we
built-in
already
microphone,
know.
so
So we're
you
kind of
can
going
use
over things we
it
already know.
anytime via
The
game.
mouse is cool. I'm surprised they
Also
didn't talk
uses
about it more.
noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
It could drift faster.
Even
Yeah.
if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Doesn't the Switch 1 already support this? Oh yeah, I'm wearing my headphones backwards. That sounds really weird for me.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Okay. Okay.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
I'm curious, could you plug two charging things on the two USBs? Or would it implode if you do that?
Or charging in tabletop.
Probably a terrible idea. Holy cow. Do not charge it from both sides. It would explode. How okay, what is the
Switch
storage?
2 comes with 256 gigabytes of
Ah!
storage. 8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
You know what? That's
For
actually
storing
pretty
movie
good.
downloads,
I expected
save data,
128.
and more. Reading and writing data is also faster.
256, okay. Okay, I'm fine with that. 4K support?
Use the Nintendo
Neat.
Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution.
4K resolution on a handheld is very neat.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Oh, it's the same UI though. Let's see. I like the new stand too,
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock
but I'm
has
pretty sure that was
built-in
already on the
RAM that
OLED
keeps your
model,
system
which I do
cool.
not have.
This helps keep performance stable.
Yeah, backwards compatibility, yada
On
yada.
Nintendo Switch 2, you can
Someone
play
was already
Nintendo
playing Kirby
Switch
Forgotten
2
Land.
games,
There's Kirby
as well
Forgotten
as
Land.
compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical
I'm
and
actually such a
digital
Kirby
games are
fan.
supported.
Why am I pointing that out like it's like turbo special? So they're not going to show a Pro Controller? Because I do not want to play Joy-Con grip, even if the controllers are bigger.
As you just saw,
Yeah, I never had the
Nintendo
OLED
Switch
either.
2 isn't simply an improved Nintendo Switch.
So I'm glad the stand's actually good in
Redesigned
this
the
model.
system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game.
This
Mr.
game.
Kawamoto!
Oh gosh, I think this is going to be a new IP.
My current location.
Geez, there's still 40
is
minutes
actually
left in this
inside the
direct,
game
actually.
itself.
Oh,
This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
oh, this sounds like a pack-in title.
I'm standing over here.
Kind of like Astrobot.
Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Yeah, I want to see the Pro Controller.
There are a
I
lot
do
of
not like
question
using
mark icons
Joy-Cons.
here. Let's examine them.
Okay, this is 100% a
This
pack-in
sign
title.
reads, where are the magnets?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, they
Joy-Cons
took
can
notes from
be connected
PS5.
to the system with magnets.
I really, Astrobot's launch title is actually one of the...
system.
I heard a lot of good things about it, and it's a launch title game, which is
SL and
super
SR
weird.
buttons on the Joy-Con 2
I know
are
actual
now-
Astrobot's a fantastic game, but when I'm hearing so many positive things about the thing that's supposed to display the system, so I think this is kind of like Nintendo's version of Astrobot. It's not going to be as cool though, because Astrobot's sick.
Examining signs like these,
I'm a
you
hater.
discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example,
Use as
the
mouse.
Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the golf club and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con too.
That was an awful putt. Oh wait, never mind.
Combining the
That's
mouse
actually a pretty
controls and
okay putt.
gyroscopes, things like this are
I thought
possible.
the hole there was actually the hole.
There are secrets
I was
to
like,
discover,
you missed
even
completely
as you're
cool.
playing mini games and tech demos. Some
Okay.
of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed
HD
out.
Rumble 2. HD Rumble was underused on Switch 1. HD Rumble is actually very
Nintendo
cool.
Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day
Paid?
as Nintendo Switch 2.
Paid?
Please check it out if you're interested.
Hell nah.
Now,
What?
I'd like
What
to
are you being
share some
paid?
more information
That's a tech
regarding
demo.
Nintendo Switch 2. This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
It's
What do you
the
mean
same shape
paid?
as Nintendo Switch game cards, but it's now red and it has much faster data reading speeds. Next up is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfer.
I can't believe that's
possible.
paid. Really? That's crazy.
Please note, they're
Alright.
regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch.
I thought there was like a cool tech demo game that was free, but no, it's not.
Additionally,
Sure, man.
to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
Okay, there we
We're
go.
also releasing a new Pro Controller.
Well, wow, that C button
It
positioning
has
is
a
really
C-button,
weird.
which launches Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Okay.
In addition, an audio jack
Okay.
has been added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch
Wait.
2 website will go live.
Wait,
There will
so
also be an Ask the Developer
you can
article on the
specially
website.
assign
The three of us
button
will talk
controls
about
to the
development of Nintendo Switch
grips?
2. We hope you
Alright,
check
that's
that out
neat.
as well.
And an audio jack's
Now,
nice.
The Nintendo Switch 2 launch date.
When is it launching?
Nintendo Switch 2 launches
Yes!
June 5th.
Yes, I need so many apology forms. I predicted
Looking
June.
forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games.
I need apology
The
forms.
first type is
Literally
Nintendo
all my
Switch
friends thought it was launching in fall.
These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Some
Like,
games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer
okay,
things like
upgraded versions.
visuals, unique ways to
Let's
play
see
on
what-
Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
Huh? If I bought a game on the Switch, can I download it Switch 2 if I buy them online? I think so. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Because I think they're using the same Nintendo account between both. They're using the same Nintendo account between both consoles, and your purchases are linked to your account, so I think that should be fine. So basically, if you have the game on Switch 1, then I should think it should be fine.
And gameplay that uses a camera accessory, all of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
June 5th is sooner than I thought, though. I thought it was going to be mid-June.
First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all the reactions and emotions in real time.
June 5th is actually, I'm still kind of surprised about that. I don't care about anything that's happening, by the way. I am not a Mario Party person. Cool update, though.
Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, go, and compete in other mini games using full body
This is like actually like a full-blown update, though. I thought it was going to be a lot less than that.
Take a ride on the mouse control.
Huh, I guess they don't want to make a Mario Party for a long
The
time.
safety bar lowered and secured. You're off.
Wait, okay, so if this is a Nintendo Switch 2 version, how much is this gonna... Is this gonna be like a paid It's gonna be like a paid upgrade.
When you enter a pipe, a mini game will
That
begin.
part's actually,
There's a bouldering game.
it's definitely a paid
players
upgrade
each
if they're
pick
making the
one
tech demo paid.
and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay, how much does the upgrade pack cost?
Please look forward to a new
That's
Mario
pretty
Party
important.
series
You should have probably
where
said
you
that
can
part.
see each other's reactions while playing. Let's continue presenting some more Nintendo Switch
I sold my
2
Switch a year
edition
ago, but I have a
games.
few games I would love to play again. Yeah. That's why I didn't want to sell my
Nintendo
Switch,
2
because I was like,
versions of The
I'm
Legend
gonna
of Zelda
make
Breath of the
sure.
Wild and The Legend of
Okay, this
Zelda
is
Tears of
very
the Kingdom
obvious.
feature enhanced resolution and frame rates, and also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant, so you can play with smoother.
Yeah, they don't want to say pricing. We haven't even heard the pricing of the Switch 2, actually. We just know the release date.
Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating. Proceed north.
We're not.
Or
Why
you can
the?
share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game.
Okay, wait, okay, but that part's actually cool. Yeah, I'm predicting $400 too. Okay, sending schematics is cool. That part's cool.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Wait!
In Kirby
Wait!
Forgotten Land,
Wait!
you'll be able to enjoy an
Holy,
additional
wait a
exclusive
minute.
to the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, along with improved graphics and frame rates.
Hold
This
on!
story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
Ah, damn, I was wrong about no Kirby.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new
Hell
adventure.
yeah. Okay, I'm already excited. Kirby Forgotten Land's fantastic.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
I'm excited for that. I'm always so down for an expansion of my favorite platformer on the
In addition to
Switch.
standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2. Plus,
Yeah,
you can
I
explore
figured.
an immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in
120 frames per second is the better one, by the way.
Choose from these two modes, both of which support HD.
100% 120 FPS and handheld. That's 100% the thing.
Plus, Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch.
I'm actually,
later this
damn
year,
it, I'm getting all my
not only
predictions
receive
wrong.
a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well. By taking advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution.
Man, I can't believe they actually adding a new campaign to Forgotten Land. I'm actually so excited
The
about that.
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And if you already own the Nintendo
I
Switch
do
version,
already own.
you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
What? How much does it cost, man? I mean, I'm buying it anyways.
Switch 2 edition games.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Yeah, I'm very curious about battery life. What are these mouse controls? Game. Okay, it's a gimmick game. I can already tell by the way they're moving. Oh, jeez, new IP. Alright. Is this gonna be an arms... not another arms? Wait, is this actually legs? What if it's actually called legs? No, it's called... That's a title of all time. But why does this need mouse controls? Oh god. That's the control scheme. You know, you could have, had mouse controls for Pikmin 4. It is actually arms again. That's hilarious.
In Drag and Drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves.
Man, there's a Kirby expansion. I'm excited about that.
Matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
I have long observed the lands between.
Okay, Elden Ring was like the easiest prediction ever. I'm not gonna act like... I might actually buy Elden Ring because I'm not have a powerful enough of a console to play the damn thing. Because I do not have a PS5, and I do not want to play on my brother's Xbox One. So I guess I'll actually finally get this game.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
I feel like I'm like one of the few people who just does not have Elden Ring.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends
Hades
of the
2.
Get to meet
Neat.
dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
皆さんこんにちは。カプコンの中山です。
Is it Street Fighter?
お届けするタイトルは
Yeah, okay.
ストリートファイター6
There we go.
本体
On release date? No, I'm gonna probably wait a month.
任天堂スイッチ2だけの
Yeah, it depends how the reception is. It'll probably wait like maybe a couple weeks.
総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1-2 Fighters Edition の2バージョンをさらにゲームと連動
Like, the thing is, I might as well get the console on release. Ooh, Street Fighter amiibos.
お楽しみに
Okay, but none of them are Ryu? Actually, Ryu already has an amiibo.
Initiating arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was
I have no idea what game this is.
we will finally be liberated from
Oh wait, is this the From Software game? No, I don't think it is. I had no idea.
For sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! Thanks for the warm welcome!
That sounded exactly like Bolin from Legend of Korra in the world.
The sovereign axiom. The Trinitas has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart!
All children.
Oh wait, this game still exists?
Don't they?
I actually completely forgot this is a game that exists.
Hey, this is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm super excited for
Ooh.
Split Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2.
See, I would love to get Split Fiction, but I just don't have a second person to play it with.
Who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Let me tell you this.
I've heard really good things about Split Fiction. Not surprising. It's from the Takes Two developers.
And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
Okay, so it's a launch title.
At
Neat.
EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world,
Oh, brother.
both on the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
I would play with you.
EA
Okay.
Sports, it's in the game.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from.
I mean, I would be down for that, honestly.
We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2.
Uh-oh.
With enhanced graphics
I shall
and
refrain
seamless
from
world
speaking.
transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on? Son of a...
I mean, Tony Hawk's always fun to have. And I wish they'd just port Skate 3. I know there's Skate 4, but everything I'm hearing about Skate 4 is not good. So I wish they'd just port Skate 3. Oh, who am I kidding? They're going to want to port Skate 4 because it has microtransactions.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day.
I have zero thoughts on this. I have no idea what this is.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Okay, GoldenEye.
James
Is this a new GoldenEye, actually?
is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Yeah, I guess it is. Alright.
The story of light and shadow that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
Wait, you could have...
Featuring the Brave and Default commands that
You could have showcased any game Square Enix. Did you choose the one that looks like a Switch Fun game? Question mark? Not Final Fantasy VII Remake? I know for a fact Final Fantasy VII Remake can run on this thing. This thing has Elden Ring.
with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地をめぐる争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は Nintendo Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the
Is this another Hyrule Warriors but Tears of the Kingdom?
their union
Yeah, they're starting to...
prosperous kingdom.
I don't care about Warriors game right now. I am not buying another Warriors Zelda.
A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call imprisoning war.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
I'm waiting for the Warriors gameplay to show up.
Then that must mean this really is the past.
I knew it. Alright. Yeah, I like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, but not enough to get a second one, that's for sure.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games, with support from Nintendo.
I'm actually shocked they made this game.
Forward to the untold story
I did not
of the imprisoning war,
I did not expect them
which took place
to do another Warriors game with in the Breath of the Wild. Not Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom.
About Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2.
That was pretty obvious, yeah.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Please, if it's GameCube games. Okay. I'm down. I'm down for GameCube. Maybe expansion pack will actually be worth it now.
Classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna be a hater. I think GameCube's very cool.
Here are the titles that will be available at launch.
I still need to play Wind Waker. Wind Waker's the only 3D Zelda I've never played.
Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda.
I guess we're really not getting Skyward Sword. I mean, not the HD games of that version though. They're not gonna have Smash Melee, are they? I always forget Link's in this game. It's so funny. That's the most F-Zero gameplay we're gonna get in a hot damn while. Why is this exclusive to the Switch 2 though? Like the Switch 1 could definitely run GameCube games.
Machine customization and story mode. Get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
GameCube Online's cool though.
Enjoy these classic games.
Wait, those are the launch titles?
And higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking. More titles will be added in the future.
They're not gonna show Melee. Watch. I knew it.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch.
They really don't want to port the Smash games to the online services.
Launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated.
Wait, yeah, Double Dash is a great point actually.
Will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access game chat. The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online.
That's actually probably gonna be used for Smash Brothers. Maybe not. We'll see what happens.
Familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here.
I want DS games though.
Okay, let's see some more games.
I'm getting a bit greedy.
Development partners.
The only new game they've announced so far is Mario Kart. No way! Wait, is this Deltarune? Yo! Finally! Holy! Oh my god! Oh, I need to replay Chapter 1 and 2 right now. Oh my god. No way. Okay. 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 Oh. Okay. 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 I'm excited as hell. Okay. Okay. Oh, finally! Ah. We have not gotten the price yet. Oh, it's a launch title for Switch 2. I can't actually believe they showed Deltarune. That is a huge surprise for me. Oh my god. I'm so happy we just saw that.
Will launch on Nintendo Switch 2. Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Hell yeah. That was one of the that's one of the announcements I'm the most excited about.
Will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy a more intuitive gameplay experience. Civ 7 launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse
Deltarune is basically a spiritual successor to Undertale.
And we have even more news from 2K.
Ah, I'm excited. I actually can't believe they announced Deltarune here. Hell yeah.
The final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
I do not care about any of these other third parties. I'm still thinking about Deltarune. I can't believe they announced Deltarune here.
They went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm.
Finally. Ah, jeez. For reference, Deltarune Chapter 2 came out 2021. 2021. Did the stream just freeze?
Nicely done. Well, I think that's
Okay, no, the stream just froze.
This time for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
The game just froze.
Here's the first look at
What the hell? Nintendo!
Dodge countless bullets and aim for the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style.
It seems like a good time to rewatch the Deltarune trailer.
We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
Imagine if they show Silk Song. No, it's actually frozen. I'm checking chat. It's the stream. Okay, there we go. It's unfrozen again. That was weird. I don't think I've ever seen that happen with a Nintendo Direct. That was weird. Wait, I think the audio's desynced. No, it's not. It's not.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red.
No.
We are delighted to bring the
Okay, no, they just fucked up the stream.
dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world
This is not Cyberpunk.
RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to
If
meet unforgettable
Deltarune was announced, Silk Song's possible.
engaging stories when Cyberpunk
Dude,
2077 Ultimate
the
Edition
stream is still
comes to
messed up.
Nintendo Switch 2 on launch.
こんにちは、スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを
Okay, well they're talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake.
本作はミッドガル脱出
I just heard that.
3部作シリーズの1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただけます。
Wait. Okay, I'm hearing from my friends that... Hold on. I'm hearing that Nintendo UK is working. Let me turn on the thing again. Silk Song? Wait, there is Silk Song. I just saw that. What do you mean you're gonna only show it for 5 seconds? What the fuck? That was actually a Silk Song. It's shitty timing. Because, like, the stream died tragically. Yeah, if you didn't see that, Silk Song literally just popped up for 5 seconds, and it said 2025. Oh my god. Nintendo! I mean, it's working now. I don't want to go backwards just in case there's a really cool announcement. But yeah, let me go back because I think I did just see Silk Song. It just said 2025. No, Silk Song was right there, 2025. What the hell, man? So now I'm wondering what the final announcement's going to be. Yeah, that's a good point, Bean. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I give you my blood. I give you my life.
Okay, so this is the last third-party one.
Turn.
I think they said.
O wheel. And transport him.
Honestly, there was far less first-party games than I thought there would be here.
To humanity's very dusk.
I mean, I got some announcements I'm very excited for. Deltarune 3 and 4. From Software. Intriguing. Is this just a new game from FromSoft, actually? I've never played Elden Ring, so I don't know what I'm looking at. It's just an Elden Ring. Is this an Elden Ring Night, whatever that one's called, or I do not know. This is a From Software trailer. All right.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
I know there's a lot of people super excited about what they're seeing right now. I just simply have not played many from software games. I tried playing Dark Souls 3 for 3 hours. It is an actual original from software game. Huh. That's interesting. How does From Software make so many games so fast, actually? Wait, an exclusive From Software game for the Nintendo Switch 2. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't even know what I looked at. That's fascinating. Okay, that's all from that's all from the third parties. That was a lot of third party stuff. I'll say that right now. That was a very tanky third party segment, for better or worse. There's a lot of stuff I was excited for there though.
ご覧いただいた以外にも、Nintendo Switch 2に向けて多くのゲーム開発を進めていただいています。今後もたくさんのタイトルをご紹介していきますので、お楽し
They
みに。
need to reveal the price though. Come on, there's no way. They're gonna play coy
こちらの映像を
the
ご覧
price.
ください。
Is this the first part? What is this? Kirby? Is this Kirby? Kirby? Kirby! Kirby! Oh my god, this is an amazing direct for me. This direct is peak, actually. I changed my mind, actually. This is a peak direct. Wait, this could be Smash, honestly. Nope, okay, it's Robot. Never mind. Wait, is this Air Ride, actually? This could be Air Ride, actually. No, this is the new Kirby. Or is it Air Ride? I cannot tell. It is, okay, it's a new Kirby Air Ride. This is what Sakurai was working on, was it? That's 100% Sakurai. I fucking knew it. Of course Sakurai was developing that game.
任天堂ゲームキューブのカービィのエアライド以来、22年ぶりに
Holy shit.
が登場します。桜井さんが手掛けるカービィのエアライダーにぜひご期待ください。次が最後の映像となります。ご覧ください。
That's crazy. I'm actually so excited now. Kirby always flies on a star. It's his warp star. This screams 3D Mario to me, but maybe not. Actually, what am I looking at? This doesn't look like Mario to me. Is this a new Donkey Kong game? Hold on. Oh my god, it's a new Donkey Kong. I did not expect them to... Dude, okay. I cannot believe they're actually making a new 3D Donkey Kong game. That's cool, actually. Dude, Donkey Kong has not gotten a 3D game in 2 decades. That's crazy, actually. This looks neat. I can't believe they ended. I guess there was no 3D Mario. I guess the 3D Mario developers were working on exclusively Donkey Kong. That's cool. That's cool they're giving Donkey Kong another chance. Donkey Kong Bonanza, that's the title? Oh, that's not even the holiday title. That's like a month after the launch of the Switch, too. We don't know a holiday title. Huh. I just figured this was the holiday title. I'm actually shocked that they're making a new Donkey Kong, a 3D Donkey Kong. I thought that franchise was dead in the water. Because Donkey Kong 64 was not it. Okay, well, Donkey Kong 64 had a lot of potential. Okay. Pricing? A bundle. Are you really gonna blue ball us with the price? They did not. Wait. I'm so curious. They're I'm thinking they did not show the price because it is pricier than they wanted the console to be. Toby Fox copyright. Team Cherry copyright? There's Team Cherry. Okay. I wanna go back on some of those things real quick. Let me Okay, there's a lot more Kirby in this direct than I thought there was gonna be. So I'm gonna immediately scroll back on the Kirby things. No price. I guarantee there's a price. Yeah, that's jarring. Let me scroll back to Kirby real quick. I can't believe Nintendo asked Sakurai to direct a new Kirby Air Ride. That's cool. I mean, it looks great. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the website soon. Ah, Kirby Air Ride. Sakurai has not. I like how, by the way, Sakurai's the only one who gets directed by this person because Sakurai's just that big of a name. I did say, like, if they're gonna do another Kirby Air Ride, I'm like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense if it wasn't Sakurai, because Sakurai just has that gene for directing games like Kirby Air Ride. That's so cool. That's so cool. Deltarune. Deltarune's here. I'm hella down. GameCube. Classic. Let me scroll back. Let me scroll back on more Kirby stuff and then I'll look at the website. Damn, there's a lot of Kirby. I mean, Kirby Forgotten Land did fantastic. Fantastic. How do I say it sales-wise? So I'm not super surprised they're doing DLC. I'm surprised it's Switch 2 exclusive. Okay. Any other things? Mario Kart looks fantastic. I don't have much to say there. That just looks great. Mario Kart looked really good. Let me turn off the Windows capture, see if I can pull up the website real quick. They did not show the price. Okay, so yeah, okay. I guess one thing I want to show you right now, actually. Where do I show this? Yep, there's Silk Song. Ascend. Ascend to the Peak of the Haunted Kingdom, arriving on Nintendo Switch this year. Do we think it's gonna come out this year? We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Yeah, fucking right. It's like, if they're not giving us a solid release date, then that shit is fake. Yeah, where the hell is the price? I'm still trying to find price information. You know, actually, since they didn't release the price, I'm assuming it's free, actually. I'll say that Direct was weak until it saved itself near the end. Actually, I'll say that right now. I think the middle really wasted its time. But I'll say that Direct, like, picked up hard at the very end. Yeah, it's going to be a free console. I'll say I'm excited. I'm not sure how everyone else is, how anyone else is going to react to this Direct, because this Direct was super peak for me, because there was 2 Kirby games. I'm still trying. I have to give it a grade of a B. I still think it wasted time. 120 frames per second handheld was really cool. I did not expect that part. Like, that's pretty good. Are the Kirby games multiplayer? Forgotten Land is only 2-player with Bandana Waddle Dee. Kirby Air Ride is 100% multiplayer. Oh, they announced Deltarune 2. Damn, this Direct was actually a lot better than I actually kind of thought. Okay, I'm still waiting for so let's see. Bigger screen, 120 FPS, 4K support, 256 gigabytes, which is more than I thought they would do. Oh my god, they actually showed Deltarune. Oh my god. Holy peak! That was a good Direct. That was a good Direct. Okay, Deltarune is really... Okay, I'm trying to show the screen, but I don't want to show my Twitter feed in the nicest way possible. I'm waiting for, like, if the just so I guess to show the screen. Let me just pull up the Switch Direct and then play it while I'm trying to sift through the
For greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con held horizontally.
Okay. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I'll put it this, and then I'll look for the website. All right, let me try looking through Safari, because I think that will work. Again, them not showing the price makes me think it's gonna be like $450, because that is not something you should hide. Price. That is a crazy thing to hide. So I'm gonna think it's too expensive. Still, if it's $450, I'm still buying it because again, I sold my previous Nintendo console to get this damn thing.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound.
Sakurai's a liar, by the way. Okay. I hope they show the price. I mean, it's releasing in a month and a half. I mean, it's actually almost exactly 2 months. See you, Bean.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large
Back buttons on the Pro Controller.
You can move it freely, like this. In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the console, there's one on top. It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
What the fuck is the price?
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more. Reading and writing data is also faster. Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible
No.
games. HDR is also
Wrong screen. Let's see, Nintendo, Nintendo.com.